Good afternoon. Is there anyone out there? Good afternoon. Oh, listen to that, would ya? Awesome. Welcome. We're going to begin this afternoon's ceremony in a good way by acknowledging with gratitude that we are here on the lands of the traditional lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, who we now know today as the Esquimalt and Songhees nations. So what I've just said is, as many of you will know, is a land acknowledgement. And you will hear possibly several of those throughout today's ceremony, and that's intentional. It's part of our small way of acknowledging the people of these lands, their long history here, and their continuing walk with us, we're grateful for, as we move forward into the future. My name is Roberta Mason, and I am the Vice Provost, Student and Academic Services here at Royal Roads University, and I have the great privilege of being your guide through today's ceremony. It is, as I say, my privilege to extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate your graduate and coming from far and near. This is our 56th Convocation for Royal Roads University, and we are so pleased that you are able to be here, like I say. So convocation ceremonies can be very formal, and there's lots of pomp and circumstance, which is really fitting with its ancient tradition of this academic ceremony. But this is the one time that your family member, your friend, will cross the stage to celebrate their credential, and we invite you to make this ceremony yours. Cheer, holler, be happy for them. Whatever works for you, we're happy to have you do what's best for you and your family so that you'll feel at the end of this ceremony that you were able to celebrate your graduate as you wanted to. Just a couple of quick points. If you haven't done so already, as part of our efforts to be more environmentally friendly, our program is digital, so the QR code, there we are. If you want to scan that, it will take you to the program, or you can find the program on your mobile device on the RRU Convocation website. Here comes the requisite reminder to please turn off all of your electronic devices that might beep or sound or make something funny and embarrass you during the ceremony so that we can move forward without worrying about that. And I think we are ready to go. I now have the great privilege of inviting Brother Rick Peter, who is sitting right over here. He is an elder with the Cowichan First Nation, and Brother Rick's going to come to the stage and he will drum and sing as the academic platform enters the auditorium. We'll ask you to rise as you're comfortable and able to do so when he starts to take us through that. And please stay there and remain at your seats until the academic party comes and is on the stage. And here we go. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a commercial.
You may be seated. There are people watching us from afar.
Oh, talk louder.
There are people watching us from afar, Brother Rick, and they want to hear you too.
Well, they are. They're way back there. I can see them.
Yeah, and they're way out there in internet land.
It's like OMG, right?
Ooh.
How y'all doing? Nervously excited? Awesome. Oh, yeah. Right. Asiamna chillichut, siamna slenina swaikut, Huisconcept, Jim, Huisconcept, Nieuws Sluisconcept, Jim. Brothers and sisters, welcoming each and every one of you here to this beautiful home. In our language, we have to use so many different words in our cultural language. Translated to English, it is a lot easier. This beautiful home, place of gathering. As we heard some of the words come out, live, learn, prosper, share, and grow together as one. In our language, the word is natsa amat shkwal, which is one body, one mind, and one spirit. We're all working together as one. And this is what I've seen of all of you, my brothers and sisters, all together, beside each other, with each other. Everything that our Solkwan, our elders, have went through, for all of us to sit together like this, beside each other, makes my heart glow so strongly. For in looking at all of your beautiful faces, all of your achievement for this special day, and I'm just a small part of this beautiful ceremony, I want to thank you for working so hard and in getting to this awesome day. To the family, I want to thank you all for making sure that our brothers and sisters, mates, get out the door, just get out the, you got to get her done, just a few more, just keep it going, sweetheart, you got her. You know we still love you, and boy, today, we do. We love each and every one of you for all of your beautiful hard work, and I cannot thank and express enough of my own feelings and emotions to all of you, and to all of you, family, for all of your strong support that you've shown all of them here. Also, I want to acknowledge my brothers and sisters, faculty, for all the things that you do day in and day out. We always think that they're done as soon as we leave class, but it's not. It's always ongoing. And I raise my hands to you in thanking you for keeping on that perseverance, that stamina that you carry in here, to keep sharing the snoya, the teachings that have been passed on to you and that you have learned. For you are molding all of our brothers and sisters here. Our future is going to be stronger for everything that you've shared with them and taught them. And I raise my hands to you and I thank you for all of that beautiful hard work that you do day in and day out. I know I got to speak into this mic. Great Western invention. Great Western invention. White man's talking stick. But I just want to share a song with all of you, my brothers and sisters, for all of your beautiful hard work and this beautiful day for you. And I know that our future, your future, it's going to be even stronger and just as strong and stronger as today. And that's why my heart glows so strongly for seeing your beautiful faces and your achievements that you've all made. So this is for all of you, and for all of you, my family behind, that strong support. And you can also hear our future generations in the audience, right? They're going to be looking up to all of you to share with them what's been taught to you. And I'm looking forward to those beautiful days as well. Thank you, my faculty, my brothers and sisters, for all of your hard work. And behind the scenes, all of the hard work that all my brothers and sisters do to make this beautiful possibly day. Awesome. So this is for all of you. They made me rehearse. I got it. Honest, I got it. Are you ready, bro? All right. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Just tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Serious and what do we and what do we and Haishka, Klako, Elegasla, Marcy, merci, Sheshe, Doje, Aligato, merci beaucoup, Dangavel, Tutins, Hawa, Gracias, Megwitz, Shalamat, Kamsahap Nida, Danka. Dhanyavad. Tasri Radad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Rick, for starting us off with such a positive energy as we move into today's celebrations. Please join me now, draw your attention to the videos above here as we welcome virtually Lekwungen Elder Huelipton, or Butch Dick. We know him, Dr. Clarence Dick is his full name, but we know him as Butch Dick here as a member of our Heron People's Circle, and he will give us a welcome to these ancestral lands.
Aisquachol CMCA Asayu Helipton, Chiles and Lekwungen. ACM Nustielicha, ACM Nushwalqua, Aisquak Quansana, Techel Lekwungen Tanuk, Aichka CM Nequilia. Good morning, my friends and family. My English name is Butch Dick, and my First Nation name is Uhuelipton, and I come from the Songhees Nation. It's my great honor once again to be here at Royal Roads during Convocation. It's always a very exciting time, and I know that I can always feel the vibrations in the room and how excited and happy everyone is. Through my education life, I've been to many, many convocations and graduations. In particular, when I was a teacher, I watched young children leave early childhood education into kindergarten, from kindergarten to elementary, elementary to middle school, and middle school to high school. What we never outgrow is the fact that we acknowledge accomplishment always, no matter how old you are, how young you are. Accomplishment is so essential to our lives as people. And your accomplishment should be recognized. And we thank you for what you've done and what you've accomplished to this day. And also to thank the Royal Roads University and the faculty and admin and the staff at Royal Roads. We always lift up our hands to you. On behalf of myself, my wife, and my family, we congratulate each and every one of you. Congratulations. Haishkashim.
And now I invite our friend Aidan Holt from the Victoria Conservatory of Music to lead us in the singing of the Canadian National Anthem. Please stand as you are able and comfortable to do so.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
You may be seated. And now it is my honor to introduce President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Philip Steenkamp.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and a huge warm welcome to all of you to the beautiful Royal Roads University campus. I'm so glad we can gather here where we live, work, and learn on the lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt ancestors and families. Here is where the past stretches back over countless years and centuries, and here is where our shared future begins anew every day. Mr. Chancellor, honored guests, faculty, staff, proud friends and family, graduates, I have a lot to congratulate you on today. Your ambition, your drive, your capacity for collaboration, which is so critical in times like this, your imagination and your creativity, and your commitment to change-making. But there's one thing especially I would like to congratulate you on today, and that's your persistence. I know that Raw Roads programs can be demanding. They demand sustained focus and effort over an extended period of time. And these days, that brand of sustained focus is in very short supply. And so I want to talk a little bit about this today, because I'm coming to believe that sustained focus is what's going to save us if we don't end up letting short-form content crowd it out first. More and more, I'm sure you know, the media we consume online is chunked into shorter and shorter pieces. Think about TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. I think somebody's watching one right now. And you barely have time to get through a 30-second clip before you get another notification on your device, a text to look at, an app to update, something new and outrageous trending on social. Just think about Donald Trump and Elon Musk in the last couple of days. But a quick reality check. This isn't a new concern. You know, Neil Postman was writing about TV luring us away from print over 40 years ago. He warned it would degrade our civil dialogue with its emphasis on high-octane, non-stop entertainment. And before that, there were moral panics over comic books and radio, and even newspapers in the 19th century. And before that, the printing press scared some people for similar reasons. And if we believe Plato, Socrates wasn't wild about writing, saying that it would damage people's memories through disuse. So yes, there's a long history of people fretting about what advances in media technology do to longer form communications. And I'm probably only the latest in a long line of old men yelling at clouds. But here's what really separates us from Socrates. Aside from the 2,400 years of history and one cup of hemlock, Socrates didn't have a massive industry of app designers and marketers using the latest in neurology to keep us doom scrolling and getting real-time feedback from millions of users about which bright, shiny object is going to do the best job of stealing our attention. You are supposed to be consuming short-form content on social platforms. We are pushed to hit the dopamine pipe that is Reels, Stories, and TikToks. It can be entertaining and might provide a nugget of truth, but there's no depth. It provides the same kind of nutrition for your mind as a candy bar does for your body. It's all designed to make us consume media in little, monetizable, bite-sized chunks. And that leaves less and less room for long-form media, less time for books, for plays, for concerts, for long conversations, less time for thinking. And there's less appetite and maybe less capacity for the deep dives, the complex stories, the multi-layered reflections. Long form is becoming a pretty tough sell, especially if it isn't high on sensation. But hey, I'm not claiming any moral high ground here. If I'm at the Cineplex and I have a choice between 2 hours, 49 minutes of Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt bouncing across an IMAX screen and a 2-hour, 49-minute slow burn on grief and mortality, I know which mission I'm going to accept. But I also know that we're at risk of losing something in the process. For the sake of constant entertainment, we are at risk of losing wisdom. We are also, though, at the risk of losing patience. And patience is a muscle. It needs to be exercised. We need to constantly learn and relearn that there are rewards for it. There is joy and resilience to be found in quiet contemplation. There's a lot of satisfaction to be derived from focus on deep, arcane ideas. So look, I'm saying long form is work. And the really good stuff is often uncomfortable work. It challenges us, asks us to acknowledge the places where our view of things is just a little too smooth or a little too polished. If short form excels at reaffirming what we want to be true, long form can make us confront the things we've been glossing over. Long form reveals that the world cannot be reduced to simple answers. There are contradictions and paradoxes. It's messy. And it can be disconcerting, because if the stories we're watching or hearing or reading aren't perfect, how then can our own stories ever hope to be? But I think that's exactly the point and part of the beauty of long form. Graduates, your stories are never going to be perfect. Your lives will hardly ever be without challenge, and nor should they. Because we're human beings and we live in a complex world, and you in particular, have taken on the job of effecting change in the face of big, complicated, thorny challenges. So I hope then that your time here has helped you find the right balance between short and long form. You know, Raw Roads in many ways is a gymnasium for those patient muscles. The intensity of our programs pays off with the level of knowledge and achievement you get from them. The beauty of this incredible setting, this campus, rewards contemplation and reflection. The indigenous history of these lands, which is surely the longest of long-form stories, reminds us of what can be endured over centuries and millennia. And the work you have ahead of you when you leave today, that too stretches out over years. So your careers of change-making are going to be complex narrative arcs that span decades. And everything I've seen from you tells me that your stories will be as rewarding as any other stories out there. So, may you all have the chance to trend at least once on TikTok. But may you also have the joy and satisfaction of long, deep engagements and making lasting, positive change. So my congratulations to all of you and best wishes. Thank you. And it's now my great pleasure to welcome our Chancellor, Nelson Chan, to the podium for his address. No.
Hi, class of 2025. I'm usually a man of few words, so I'll just leave you with this. The bad news is you're on your own now. But the good news is you're on your own now.
Taylor Swift already said that.
Did she say that? Did she also say, please don't interrupt the chancellor during his speech? Let me try that again. How about this? Get out there, be kind, make a difference. And maybe don't quote someone who just wrapped up a world tour. Is that enough? That's enough, right?
Chancellor, that's not enough, I'm afraid. That's not enough. You can't deliver your convocation address on TikTok. So please help me in welcoming your Chancellor to the podium.
I can tell you my children are curling up and dying of embarrassment right now. Briefly, really, really briefly. It's my pleasure to join you on the lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt ancestors and families. Reflecting on that history reminds us of what endures. President Steenkamp, graduates, honored guests. Our presence here is temporary. As graduates, you're moving on. As Chancellor, my term is ending and I'm moving on as well. But the legacy that is this land and the peoples who've called it home, that continues. And so too, I hope, does your connection to this place. What you've learned here, the people you've bonded with. Now that might sound like an odd segue into the defense of short form content, especially given some recent attacks by that guy over there. Yes, long form content has its place, and it is under siege. But let's be honest, a lot of it should have been short form. The meeting that should have been an email, the book that should have been a blog post, or this speech that should have been a TikTok. So why do we overinflate content? Sometimes it's puffery, jargon, buzzwords, or bureaucratic language. Sometimes it's fear, hanging on and hedging their bets on conditions or caveats. But sometimes it's also just a lack of effort. It takes time to edit, it takes time to think, and it takes time to boil down and pare down the essence of what we really want to say. But short-form content done well is memorable. Neil Armstrong's "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind" is a sentence for the ages. Lines like that endure. They resonate because they are distilled to the very essence of what the long-form message is. Their lived experience compressed into a moment. And in that way, short and long form are best when they coexist, like a chancellor and a president. Both matter, short form and long form, because time matters. It's our one truly finite resource. We can't make more of it, but we can certainly use it better. And that means asking for others' time thoughtfully and spending your own time with care. It also means making time for stillness, for reflection. For those moments, bring clarity and meaning to everything. Now, I won't live up to Neil Armstrong, but I will try to leave you with a short thought that has guided me and provided clarity in my own journey. You make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. I've been so fortunate to be board chair and chancellor of Royal Roads University and to be a small part of your special day and lifelong journey. I wish you all the best and hope you find the same joy and fulfillment as I have through this place. And for my kids, thank you and congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor Chan and Dr. Steenkamp. That was like a real-life example of what they were talking about, the short form and the long form, but also such a nice reminder of how precious the time is that we spend with ideas, with each other, and with ourselves. Thank you for those inspirational words. Would you join me in thanking them again? And now it's my great pleasure to introduce today's alumni orator, Sandra Walker, a respected leader, an innovator, and proud Royal Roads alumni who has devoted her career to helping others navigate complexity through thoughtful and effective leadership. For more than 30 years as an executive in the pharmaceutical, biotechnology, and diagnostics industries, Sandra chose to embrace a new kind of leadership challenge. Motivated by deep curiosity about decision-making and the hidden forces that shape our choices, she returned to Royal Roads University to explore how leaders could become more aware, strategic, and impactful. Sandra's journey led her to found ViaCERN, an innovative organization leveraging advanced artificial intelligence to reveal and address the unconscious biases and patterns that influence leaders and teams every day. A recognized TEDx speaker, angel investor supporting underrepresented founders, and a thought leader on strategic clarity, Sandra embodies the courage and reflective practice at the heart of Royal Roads values. Please join me in warmly welcoming Sandra.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that warm introduction and for you to give me a few minutes of your time. Good afternoon, graduates. It's such an honor to be here with you today, both as a speaker and as a fellow Royal Roads alumnus. Crossing this stage is a powerful moment for the pride it brings and for what it represents. Your hard work, introspection, and the bold decision to invest in your own growth at a time when the world needs thoughtful, capable leaders more than ever before. When I returned to graduate school 6 years ago, I'd already spent decades in leadership roles, and yet I knew I was being called to lead differently. And so I came to Railroads with a key question. How can we make better decisions in a world that's only growing more complex? And that question has stayed with me, guiding my growth as a leader. I still remember the time that crystallized this question into action. So come back with me to that moment. A group of colleagues and I were sitting around a large boardroom table, and we'd been in that meeting for hours, locked in a stalemate over a critical strategic decision that would impact thousands of employees across multiple countries. Voices had grown strained, positions more entrenched, and each person fiercely defending their own data, including me. As tempers rose, I noticed something crucial. We were trapped in loops of confirmation bias, selectively highlighting information supporting our existing views and blinding us to everything else. My heart started racing, not from uncertainty, but from recognition. This was exactly the kind of moment I had studied for, the moment when clarity demands bold intervention. I leaned forward and addressed the room. Wait, I said, what if we're wrong? What are we not seeing clearly? You could practically hear the gears shifting as everyone processed the question. And one by one, those defensive walls began to crumble as each person began to openly question their own assumptions. And by the end, we didn't just make a better decision, we redefined how decisions were made in our organization. By shifting from defending certainty to embracing curiosity, we created space for deeper understanding and genuine collaboration. And that's the essence of what I've gained at Railroads. It was more than a degree. It was a disciplined mindset, a mindset that encourages stepping back, asking more impactful questions, and holding space for complexity before rushing towards certainty. And this new mindset became the foundation for my life's new chapter. Today, I lead Viacern, an organization dedicated to helping leaders understand how their preferences, mental shortcuts, and decision-making patterns shape their choices. And here's what I've learned along the way. The most dangerous decisions don't come from too little data. They're the ones made without recognizing what's shaping the lens we look through. And this shaping influence is everywhere. It comes from inside us. It's our personalities, our lived experiences, and our hidden biases. And it comes from outside of us in tailored algorithms, manufactured echo chambers, and the barrage of popular opinion. We're constantly being nudged by design and by default towards narrower, simpler views of an increasingly complicated world. And this house of mirrors, filled with ideas and people who think like us, reinforces our innate human tendency to seek being right over seeking to understand. That's why critical thinking isn't just a skill, it's our responsibility, one that enables us to pause long enough to notice the gap between what we assume and what's actually true, to distinguish signal from noise, to choose active awareness over automatic assumptions. So as you step forward with new knowledge, new responsibility, and a future still being written, I invite you to ask this essential question: what am I not seeing clearly? Ask it often, ask it bravely, and ask it with the humility of someone willing to have your mind changed. Because clarity isn't a destination, it's a discipline. In a world that rewards speed, visibility, and the illusion of certainty, your courage to slow down, reflect deeply, and see differently can be your greatest advantage. And these skills are crucial because each decision we make shapes the future we all live in tomorrow. So as you leave here today, I invite you to step forward boldly, knowing that the impact of your decisions and the strength of your leadership will be measured not by how firmly you hold on to your views, but by how clearly you see them and how openly you challenge them. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for those inspiring words. And I'm sure that for our graduates, much of what Sandra said resonates with you in the way you learned through your Royal Roads programs. How wonderful it is to see someone who's carried that the next step, and the way that she's challenged us all to do so as well. So now we're going to have a slideshow. But before we start it, I just want to invite you that if you see a familiar face up there on the screen shortly, and you just want to cheer or clap or whatever, you should just do so. This is your time to share and celebrate with your fellow graduates or your families. So just make this yours. Wasn't that awesome? Yeah. I am now honored to introduce Dr. Veronica Thompson, Vice President, Academic and Provost, for the presentation of the graduates.
I'm going to ask our graduates to please rise, if you're able, for a presentation to the Chancellor. Chancellor, I present to you this graduating class of Royal Roads University, on whom you have conferred the degrees, the diplomas, and the certificates to which they are entitled.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. I can tell you I've been doing this role for about 8 years. By my count, this is my 50th convocation with nearly 10,000 graduates, and it's the first time I've made the slideshow. So thanks, Harish. Friends, we're almost there. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and on the recommendation of the Academic Council of the University, I have admitted each of you to the credential for which you are entitled. I have invested you with all the due rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. May you always be mindful of the motto of this university, living our learning. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Chancellor and members of the Board of Governors, we will now present the graduates from their respective programs. We would also like to acknowledge and recognize those graduates who are watching from a distance today. I would now like to ask Dr. Robert Middleman, Dean of the Faculty of Interdisciplinary Studies, to present the graduates that we are celebrating today.
I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Global Management program. Surabhi Agarwal, Royal Roads University Student Association Award winner. Balambimpi Akinwunmi. Vivian Boache Ameya. Sona Anwar. Palak Aurora. Utsavi Awasti. Alejandro Valarezo Arezi. Fiona Poitier. Karun Bodra. Victoria Bolaji. Aman Buhiraja. Meenakshi Arya. Yuri Carrion Murilario. Raj Chowdhury. Luis Costa. Arnab Das. Cynthia Arabo. Maral Fiuzat. Arijit Ghosh. Manisha Gupta. Caitlin Hatini. Sabir Ismail. Madhavan Jukanathan. Daksh Jindal. Chataya Jimthama, recipient of the Bood Singh Kashmir Corps Dahan Scholarship. Susie Campson. Pranali Kuwade. Mafasur Khan. Priyanka Kohli. Devi Prasad. Mohammed Lafi. Sophia Lasse Rufeo, Royal Roads Founders Award. Wilma Lasrado da Costa. Razin Mahmood. Yannick McAlpin. Hector Munoz Aguayo. Sneha Nagpal. Yash Naik. Amara Naduzi. Stuti Oja. Shola Olubodan. Lata Pathak. Jyoti Prabha. Anthony Osei. Amy Natpapat Prasong Pangchai. Ali Ramian. Sabir Rehman. Jack Rafael Rosario. Luis Alonso Ruiz Wong. Nimitian Bamanuel. Nirav Jaiswal. Sarab Gupta. Fariba Muradpur Hafshajani. Utkirbek Kasanov. Fahima Tahiri. Sonu Shashidaranan. Lovepreet Sharma. Sonia Sharma. Lady Johanna Sierra Cayasos. Gonzalo Silva. Bikram Jeet Singh. Hardeep Singh. Ashok Soma. Palaraji Srinivasan. Mukul Sood. Rabea Tabasam. Boris Tam. Harish Tiwari. Joy Ukaha. Ray Wong. Shargaye Yaya Ineheku. That was the toughest one. I'm choosing that one. Kuntal Beniwal. Pranab Dewan. Mohit Kaushik. Zhurwa Gao, who also received the Graduate Certificate in Leadership. Joseph Pakla. Ankit Sharma. Neetu Sharma. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Business Administration program. Camila Perez. Min Fung Fan. Riddhi Nanawere. Yug Agita. Lawson Curry, President Scholar Award. Kirtan Dave. I got it. Aoi Hashimoto, President Scholar Award. Isaiah Joseph, BC Scholarship Society, won World International Scholarship. Narinderjeet. Adib Sheikh. Akashdeep Singh. Steve Smith, President Scholar Award. Danae Solis Pasaran. Johnny Soon. Mansi Tank. Hongshun Wei. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Commerce and Entrepreneurial Management. Sabrina Belanger. Vikram Chowdhury. Jamie Farrell. Soren Gran Ruaz. William James Holliston, President Scholar Award. Adrian Miller. Congratulations to all of you.
Wow, that was amazing. I wondered if everybody could join me in a huge round of applause for our amazing graduates. And graduates, I know that these are never individual journeys. I know that you had a lot of support from faculty and from family and friends, so could you give them a round of applause, please? I really do want to acknowledge the faculty and the program support staff who are here today as well, who've made this such a success. So congratulations again, graduates. Welcome to our family of alumni. As of now, you join the network of Royal Roads graduates, family, and colleagues that spans the entire globe. So please take us with you wherever you go. Keep this place in your hearts and minds, and when you feel called to return, we look forward to seeing you again. If you would like to enroll in another program today, we can do that as well. Maybe not so soon. In the meantime, I encourage you to embrace the difficult things. Life, like long form, is really neat, but in its contradictions and messiness, we find beauty and the courage to shape what comes next. To all of you here today, on behalf of Royal Roads University, thank you for coming to celebrate this moment. Thank you for all you've done to support these incredible graduates and help bring them to this moment. I know you join me and the entire Royal Roads University community in wishing them every success. So thank you all for coming, and have a very good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Steenkamp and everyone. That concludes this afternoon's ceremony. I'm going to invite our friend, Brother Rick, who looks like he's trying to make for the door. Come on back up here, would you please, Brother Rick? Brother Rick shortly will be drumming us out of the auditorium, the academic party, and the graduates. Graduates, if you could please go over to the Sherman Gen building. I think you all know where that is, but just across the road there, where we'll have a big group photo and the hat toss. Yeah. Photos of that hat toss and other photos of today's event will be available on the Royal Roads Spring Convocation website about at the end of the month, and you'll be able to download photos then. Family and friends, while they're doing that and having their photos taken by professional photographers, then we'd also invite you to come over to the Sherman Gen Auditorium and join us for a celebration and reception for our newest Royal Roads alumni. So now if I could ask again for you all to stand and remain at your seats as the academic party exits the auditorium. We'll see you at Sherman Jet.